Hey you guys, it's Susan Morad here with Clevver News, and it's been over a month since we've seen a YouTube video from David Dobrik, and now he's clearing up any concern and explaining exactly why he stopped uploading. This year hasn't exactly allowed for creative freedom to blossom, as we've all been ordered to stay home due to social distancing guidelines put in place over 2 months ago. Combine this with the horrific murder of George Floyd last week and the protests and actions that have followed, it's not hard to understand that there hasn't been much emotional or mental capacity for creators to think about the usual kind of comical content they put out. David Dobrik is never one to miss a week of uploading multiple vlogs, but fans have noticed that he's completely stepped away from his YouTube platform since late April. Although David hasn't necessarily stepped away from social media as a whole, his YouTube platform is pretty much his claim to fame, as fans have adored his feel-good content of always giving back to strangers and people in need. So of course, during a time everyone could desperately use a little pick-me-up, David has gone dark. So what exactly was his reasoning for doing so? During a recent appearance on David's longtime friend Steve O's Wild Ride podcast, David opened up about why he chose to completely step away from the camera once the stay-at-home orders were set in place. When Steve O explained that during the shutdown, it seems creators now have more time on their hands to entertain, David began by recalling a video that caused some serious backlash after he vlogged about hanging out with friends. He said, quote, "First of all, I'm not seeing anybody during this quarantine, and I did when it first started, and I got some serious backlash for even seeing my friends, who are basically my next door neighbors, which many people don't know." David went on to add that it would be really tough to make those videos without his vlog squad around. He also went on to give an example of Jimmy Fallon, who has moved his show into his home, and once the stay-at-home order is lifted, David explained that it will be easy for Fallon to move right back into his studio. He added, "Even if people don't like this version of Jimmy Fallon, he's going to be able to go back to that high production quality stuff, and people are going to know the difference. They're going to be like, oh, Jimmy's back." But this high production studio quality isn't exactly the same protocol for vloggers, as David went on to further explain.
But I feel like if I start posting during this quarantine, just by default, my content's going to be so watered down, just because it's just going to be me inside my house, and people are slowly going to be more and more disinterested, and there's never going to be a moment where they're going to be like, oh, David's back to doing the regular stuff.
Right. He added that if he posts watered down content, there will never be that David's back to doing the regular stuff moment, saying, "I'd rather just quit cold turkey and stop until I'm able to create the videos I want to make exactly how I want. Then I'll start again." David's reasoning does make sense, but that doesn't mean that fans don't miss seeing his feel-good content online each week. Although David's fans seem to understand his reasoning for not uploading vlogs during this time, many have taken to social media to just express how much they simply miss him. One fan tweeted, "I say I'm fine, but deep down, I miss David Dobrik's vlogs." Another user wrote, "This whole no new David Dobrik vlog every week is kinda depressing." Even Logan Paul is begging him to start making videos again, as seen by his latest parody of Avatar vlog.
"Where are you, David Dobrik? I need you. I miss you, David. I want your videos back in my life." And that's not even me being sarcastic.
So David may not be partaking in new stunts each week for the time being, but he's not totally absent from social media. Fans have come to find that he's been pretty active on TikTok, still sharing hilarious videos from the comfort of his home, as well as that emotional feel-good content we know and love.
I know you're getting married, and after you get married, there's a honeymoon.
Yeah.
So I went ahead and I made sure that your honeymoon is taken care of up to $10,000. You guys can go wherever you want.
Oh my God!
But more importantly, given the current climate of everything going on, David has been sharing and retweeting ways that people can support the Black Lives Matter movement amid the George Floyd murder and protests. He's been actively signing petitions, responding to fans' DMs that dare him to donate money, and urging fans to be safe when protesting. These are really trying times we're currently in right now, and any ounce of peaceful protest, donation, retweet, or any way you can use your voice to spread the word about social justice and the Black Lives Matter movement will help in the long run. Be sure to let me know all of your thoughts on David's reasoning for not posting vlogs during this time right here in the comment section below. And speaking of last week's events, click right over here to see all the ways celebrities are getting involved in the Black Lives Matter movement. Be safe everyone. I'm your host Susan Morad. I'll catch you later. Bye guys.